Lab 6B. Hi, Joe Cerrone. Welcome to Solidworks. We're working on this very sketch problem for modeling in Solidworks using the configuration manager in the very sketch. To get this part started, we need to download the sample part, and you can get that from the main splash page. I've included it right here, so you can click on that and then open it. I'm not going to do feature recognition. I'm just going to go with no on that. We're going to take a look at the curriculum. So we've opened this part, and we're going to create a new configuration. So we're going to go to the configuration manager tree, and then we're going to create a configuration called with cutouts. And then after we've done that, that'll be the active configuration. Think of configuration almost like layers in AutoCAD, where if the configuration is active, you see what's been modeled there. If it's not active, then that's off, and you don't see that part. So let's get started. Switching back to SolidWorks in our part, we're going to go to the configuration manager, and we're going to create a new configuration by right-clicking on this, and we're going to say create new configuration. There we go, add configuration. And the configuration name will be with cutouts. And we'll green check mark that. So now the with cutouts configuration is active. We're going to open the new sketch on the front plane. And what we're going to do is we're going to create two separate offsets at 0.275 in each of the views. And so what we're going to do is switch over to SolidWorks, click on the part manager, click on the front plane, and what you can do is you can right click on it and show it so you can kind of see that front plane. It's actually, when we look at it, it kind of goes through the part. We're going to right click on that and start a sketch on it. Spacebar, normal 2, back to our curriculum. And then we're going to create two offset entities with the offset command. And we're going to offset this line right here, 0.275, and then this line, 0.275. So we're going to go into our sketch, and we're going to say offset entities. We're going to dial in our value. We're going to select the entity to offset. Got to get it to wake up. Click on it. That looks good. So I'll right mouse click on it. You'll notice that it's placed that in there. And then we're going to do that again with offset entity. And that's going to be the same amount right here. We're going to have to reverse that one. And we'll green check mark that. Now it wants us to extend these out, and so if we take a look at how this is written, we're going to extend these out, and we're going to drag them so that they extend out the same amount. Like that. This is really the whole key to getting this working. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that you're sketching on the front plane and that you're offsetting the entities like I offset them in this video. Okay, once we've done that, the rest of it is pretty straightforward. And so what will happen is we'll create this geometry. It should be fully defined. And so we'll go through and add two additional lines. So we'll put this line here and this line here, and I'm just going to draw them. And then I'm going to set a smart dimension 1/2 inch from this edge. And so the trick is to make sure that you wake up the entities to be offset. So we come back here. Okay, I'm going to hit escape to get out of this screen. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to create my two straight lines. I'm going to set the distance from this one to here to here as 0.5. And then I'm going to set the distance between the two parts as 250. We're going to trim the entities. Clean it up a little bit. And the part is fully defined, so we're in great shape. We're going to click Extrude Cut, and we're going to extrude cut using through all both, because this plane kind of goes through the middle of this part. And then after we've done that, we'll create a linear pattern. And this is also sort of the trick to getting this exercise to work. Features, Extrude Cut. Through all both. Green check mark. Next step is to create the linear pattern. And so what we're going to do is we're going to select linear pattern. And then for the pattern direction, when we click in this box, we actually have to click on this dimension. We'll select linear pattern. For the direction, we're going to click on this dimension, and we'll get that value populated here. And we'll set up the distance as 0.5. With 15. We're going to select this, and we need to enable the Vary sketch here. So everything should populate just fine in this part. I take that back. So in this box, I need to get the extrude cut. So in this box here, for the features and faces, we want this extrude cut. We've got very sketch enabled. And then we'll green check mark it. And that's basically it. All right, we can save the part. And that completes this video.